have a sip, and check this out.
This female right here is from Baltimore, Maryland, by way of Baltimore, Maryland. Give it up for Monique. Let's go.
Well, black man, with friends like this, who needs enemies? You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, kids can be ungrateful. They can. But daughters also can be ungrateful. And I see that when Dr. Dre's daughter came out and said, he didn't do this, he don't do that. When Lawrence Fishburne go to said, he didn't do this. When the rapper's sister came out with all her kids as a single mama, you say, he don't, but they don't help, and he ain't helping me. What did y'all do? Did y'all say F those kids then? Did y'all say F those bees? No, y'all didn't. Y'all was looking at those men like they should help her. And a black man don't protect, and he don't do this, and he don't do that. That's what y'all did. When this guy came out, oh, they grown now. Right. But you only look at it like that when it is a male. You don't look at it like that when it's a woman, because you could put herself in you could put yourself in her shoes. With friends like this, black man who needs enemies, I just gotta say sorry to you. You know, like I said, kids can be ungrateful, but these people show their true colors every time. I mean, what else can I say?
I want y'all to understand something about me. When I have communicated something wrong, I'm a bitch who's gonna say, I'm sorry. I'm a bitch who's gonna own what the fuck I said. I'm a bitch who's gonna walk in what the fuck I said. And I owe two motherfuckers an apology because I communicated some shit wrong to them some years ago. Tyler Perry said I have to give him and Oprah Winfrey a public apology. And I'm gonna give it right now tonight in front of you niggas in Albany, New York. Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry, I wanna apologize for telling y'all to stop.
She's brilliant. She's an Oscar winner. She's sensational. What she did in Precious, her phenomenal acting career, her comedic genius. Monique, I don't know if anybody said this to you, but I'm going to say this to you, and I'm going to say it to you out of love. You always say sisters or brothers when you're talking to black people. Well, this is a brother talking to you, Monique. You look very bitter. You look like the light has been stripped from you. I don't know what happened. I'm not going to call you a liar or anything like that. I don't know. I never asked Steve Harvey or Kevin Hart or anybody or Tyler Perry or Oprah Winfrey and all of this other stuff. I never asked. I don't know. But I know that you're telling stories about Oprah. I'm not saying false stories. I don't know. But you're telling one thing about Oprah. You're telling another thing about Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry leaves you a voice message reportedly, and you're airing the message. Well, how can somebody feel comfortable enough ever talking to you if they think that their messages are going to be disseminated to the masses when it was supposed to be a private conversation? You talked about Kevin Hart and how you were supposed, he said, I love you, sister. We'll talk in 2 weeks. And then after that, you never heard from him again. Okay. Did you play any role in that? I'm just asking. Did you? I don't know.
I apologize if I've done something wrong, but I ain't no bitch that's gonna back up from a motherfucking problem. I'ma walk straight to that motherfucker and I'ma deal with that shit. So today I'm coming through the airport in Newark, New Jersey. It's the realest niggas I've ever met from Newark, New Jersey. I'm coming through that motherfucking airport and I done just seen this motherfucking TikTok of my goddamn son. Had I known that nigga was gonna do a TikTok the day I brought him home, I'm gonna let y'all take that one.
Hi, I am Shalon. I am a stand-up comedian, Monique's oldest son. I guess I felt the need to make this video to just provide some context into this false narrative about her praying to the universe in order to reconcile our relationship or whatever the hell it is. I wrote it all down so that way I don't go all over the place and get emotional or anything like that. So I'm gonna talk like I'm reading a script, but it's just gonna help me kind of stay together. But to address the Club Shay Shay interview that she did, where she states that she prays to the universe in regards to reconciling our relationship, as I stated, is odd. My mother and I both know that that is a very false narrative, and I would like to free her of having to continue telling that lie. Faith without work is dead, and neither one of us cares to put forth any effort to reconcile with the other. We are separate, as she put it, because she doesn't care to be my mother any more than I care to be her son. Neither one of us has had the desire to reach out to the other in a very long time, and I don't think that either of us anticipates that feeling ever returning. Speaking with my mother directly, in my experience, will either lead to some odd newfound moment of clarity in regards to how she was as my mother, or she retreats back to daddy to move forward with a conversation. And I'm tired of hearing my mother's truths. Newsflash, I'm not sure if people know, but standing in your truth doesn't make you noble. I'm not sure if people are aware of that. But responding this way, I feel as though it allows me to say my piece uninterrupted.
Another bitch, it was me. And you see your motherfucking child go on a goddamn internet and tell people all the fuck that you're not.
Fuck that
and you just supposed to take that shit in stride. And I'm taking that shit in stride. And I'm walking through the motherfucking Newark airport, and this elderly woman comes up to me. She said, Monique. I said, ma'am.
You know, those were things that I was willing to get over. You know, nobody's perfect, we're all human, but my mother showed a clear lack of humility, compassion, and consideration when taking any level of accountability for those things. My mother does a fantastic job of acknowledging a lot of things, but she doesn't take accountability very well, and anything that she may take true accountability for, it's only at her convenience, in my experience.
For a minute. So I had prepared myself for this old woman to tell me how fucked up I was. I prepared myself to be respectful, but to check a bitch if I had to. I prepared myself to listen. She said, listen, my grandbaby called me and told me to watch this goddamn TikTok of your son. And I watched that shit. I said, yes, ma'am. She said, I want to tell you something. I said, ma'am. She said, fuck that nigga. I said, oh, bitch, fuck that nigga.
That part.
And when the elderly people tell you, fuck that nigga, you ain't fuck that nigga. She said, you've been taking care of that nigga all his motherfucking life. She said, Monique, I'm 80 years old, and I got a son 60 years old. And every time that nigga don't get what he want, he still tell me how fucked up I was when he was 10 years old. Fuck that nigga. Fuck them kids, bitch.
Word. They grown now.
And she said to me, she said, see, when I was a younger woman, Monique, I had to work too, goddammit. She said, and this is Black History Month, and I had to do a job that don't nobody talk about. When they was out there in that civil rights march fighting and shit, I had a job to do. She said, I was one of the hoes of the civil rights movement. I said, bitch, I'm not playing with you. She said somebody had to keep them niggas drained.
Boy, oh boy, Monique. Sister. Let me tell you. Boy, that old sister-brother thing, I tell you, it almost made me cringe every time these people say that. Because it's really just a bunch of word salad, and a lot of it's meaningless. It really is. A lot of it is. But let me start off by saying this. Kids can be ungrateful. They can. They really can. I mean, you could do it all for them. You know, it's kids that done took their parents out and they did everything they could for them. I was watching a documentary not too long ago about this Christian woman, if you will, and her daughter gave her everything. Daughter beat it, stabbed the mama to death. I don't even believe it was really over nothing. As the mama was dying, she was saying, "I forgive you, I forgive you," and that was really tore the girl up as she as she was in her cell, and you know when they had her on the stand and she actually had time to think about what she did. The part where her mama was like, I forgive you. That's the part that really tore up as she was stabbing her to death. So they can be ungrateful. We know plenty of stories of kids taking their parents out and their parents did good for them. But we also know a lot of stories of parents being crap and crappy mothers. I mean, to the point where daughters can't even talk to their mothers about what they did to them. They don't want to hear it. They know they can't even talk to them. They get into an argument, bringing it up. I've tried to find this one video of this daughter telling her mama about how the mama let her boyfriend do things to her, and the mama couldn't take it. She didn't want to hear it. She just grabbed her and started choking her. The girl cried out, "She choking me!" They had to come peel off of it. She would probably go kill her too. "Hey, shut up. I can't." She couldn't take it. She couldn't take it. She was about to choke her out, you know. So we know that they can be ungrateful. We know that they sometimes can do that. But my question to the queens and the ones that need to be protected above all, why is it that when Dr. Dre's daughter came out and said, he don't help her, he don't do this, was a grown woman with kids, probably about from several dudes, who knows? And you guys are like, he need to help her. Y'all do that every time. Y'all even do that when women kill their children. I notice y'all even make excuses for them. I was just looking at one recently, and you see the fools in the comments. Oh, it be tough out there. And there was another one. I mean, they every day. So, I mean, when you looking at one, like 10 more pop up. And then when you get to talk about the one that you're about to talk about, here comes a new one. You be like, damn, it's like you ain't even got to worry about content on that. That just keep coming. But yeah, so I noticed you guys in the comments, the one detective was giving a story on the mama taking her kids out, and I noticed y'all was in the comments talking about, I appreciate how he told a story and didn't make the mother sound like a monster. Oh, thank you, sir, for being understanding. She killed her kids, boy. What you talking about? These were women, by the way, that were saying this. She killed her kids. What are you talking about? She didn't have to kill the kids no matter what. She could have just did it to herself. Dropped them off anywhere. Fire station, DCF. Y'all call DCF on everybody else for nothing when y'all mad. Make up stories. What about the girl that sat on that show and talked about how she lied on that single father to get his kids taken away? Y'all probably seen it. It went viral. Lied on him. Made up a story about he was doing things to his kids. And was laughing. This is y'all. But y'all love to sit around and act like y'all are favorable beings, and you know that in every relationship, you was the victim in it, and girl, know your worth. And every time you get on one of these damn platforms, whether it be TikTok or anything else, you talking as if you're not the common denominator in all these relationships that failed. It's really ridiculous. So, sorry, I was brutally interrupted by some noise. But, yeah, so here's the, and what about Sukiana? Talking about, these men, they don't have nobody because they didn't take care of their kids. And they didn't, that's why they don't have nobody at these nursing homes. They dying in there. Come to find out, all the thing had to do was a quick Google search to find out it's pretty much more women in the nursing home dying and alone than it is the men in there. You know, it's probably more men on the streets that's homeless that don't have a shelter than it is in the damn nursing home. That's probably why they could take record of the women, because the men are typically on the damn street. And when y'all see and if the women start to be on the street like that, y'all gonna say, where's the help at? Where is the men? To do that, it's ridiculous. Bitch, let me tell you something. It's your mama and daddy's job to set up for you. The scriptures, if I'm not mistaken, say the parents are to lay up for the children, not the children for the parents. The son ain't supposed to make sure you have a big house. You supposed to make sure he got one. You're supposed to leave him something. Y'all don't leave nobody nothing but debt, pretty much. When y'all pass away, the kids got to scrape up nickels to bury you. It don't supposed to be like that. You're supposed to have some type of inheritance. When the last time y'all done left y'all children a house? Why y'all talking? You see what I'm saying? But you blame that on the men. You said that they don't. But when this woman get old and raggedy, and it will happen because it'll happen to us all, and that same son that y'all saying, F that dude, you a bum, and you grown now. But a lot of these kids are grown now that y'all did nothing for when they was kids. And now y'all can use the excuse that they grown now because they grown. But when they was a child, man, their story is ridiculous when it comes to you. Their story is ridiculous when it comes to you. But that same son, before I lose my thought, that same son that y'all saying F that and he grown now, if that woman get old and raggedy and he leave her in that nursing home, say that husband passed away and those other kids, they going about their business, because a lot of times the black sheep tend to be the one left with the old thing that didn't nothing to do with him, and that black sheep is still expected to come back and help. But if that son says the same thing y'all saying, F that black Man, she grown. You know, y'all gonna tarnish that boy, and y'all gonna attack him with a two-edged sword. You see what I'm saying? Y'all gonna attack him with a two-edged sword. Y'all ain't gonna feel like he was right for doing that because all y'all agreed. He grown. And he been it. But when Lauren Fishburne's daughter said what she said about her daddy not helping, when that rapper, I forgot his name, I don't want to misquote it, but his sister came out, single mama, talk about he don't help her. Well, that ain't his job. You the one tooted your behind up in there. He wasn't there enjoying your ass while it was in the air and you saying, deeper daddy, harder, smack it, choke me daddy. He wasn't there enjoying that. That was you and cuz. So that's your business. Just like now imagine him saying that when you his sister rich. They would have clowned him for that too. They would have said, F yeah, that dude. They would have said the same thing. If he was saying that about his rich sister. That's what they do. How did you ever call yourself my friend? You people are not friends, bro, and you show it every time. You prove it. You know what I mean? You prove it. Thank God for cameras. Y'all are still be telling us to watch out for those other women. I don't even want to say it. Watch out for those other women. When you ain't no different, man. You ain't no different, but to this woman, man, you know, you always brothers and sisters, this was just a bunch of word salad. Y'all just like that scripture where God said they come before me with they and profess with their lips, but their heart is far from me. You just come with all that clownish praising like you really love it. That's how y'all love black men, like that scripture. You don't love us, man. It's a bunch of word salad. There ain't no actions behind it. Your actions show that you don't. Your words, if we can live off your words, we can live for 1,000 years. But your actions, man, they'll die in the womb. But this is what we're dealing with, man, and this is the situation. When this guy came out with his story, I knew immediately when I saw it. I said, man, they're going to be mad at him for that. That's because that's how I know y'all is. You don't know me. I ain't got to know Satan personally to know his ways. God Almighty said, learn your adversary, the devil. For he is as a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour. I don't got to sit with him and play cards. All I got to do is know his ways. That's it. I ain't got to know you on a personal level to know you ain't no good. I got to know you on a personal level to know I can't trust you. I got to learn your ways. And believe me, I know them. You see what I mean? And you show them. Thank God for the internet. That's what really exposed us to y'all ways. I remember one time we used to ask, do women like sex as much as men? Because we didn't really know you like that. But and a lot of them didn't know you was a gay bird. Didn't know you talking about down low brothers. You've been doing it. Then you tried to ruin it. You know, like Reagan back in the days with the war on drugs. That was you. Trying to act like you ain't have a hand in it. You been had a hand in it. Free love. Well, I believe it was in the 60s. You know, busting it down with whoever and whatever you wanted to, and then when you had to pay the consequences of pregnancy, you tried to throw that on the man. It was his fault. He ran off. Come to find out, get tested, it ain't his baby. Now what? Y'all been lying on us for a long time, and you've had a hand in it for a long time. What about these kids that's in these group homes? Huh? What about the kids that's in DCF custody aging out while you walking around with 2-3 new ones from 3 different other dudes? You see what I'm saying? You wouldn't even know she got kids in DCF aging out until you talk to her. Because the way she living her life and being happy, but yeah, he's a deadbeat. Grandparents got to raise them because you dropping them off on them. You at the club every weekend. But don't nobody want to talk about that. But they grown now. Yeah, you can use that now. Look at Terrence Crawford, his mama, him and his mama situation. That woman admitted how horrible she was, but at least you could respect her. At least she told it and then try to make an excuse for it like y'all do. It was hard. I had to be mama and daddy. Oh, that's why they act like that. But that's the situation, man. I just had to speak on it. This is breaking. You know what I mean? This is breaking news. And I had to jump on it because, it needs to be shown. Because she get on Shannon Sharp and talk all this sister brother crap and God this and God that. And then you can't get bitter and sweet water from the same fountain. Let no corrupt communication come out your mouth. At least if you're going to put God and the curse word in the same sentence, let somebody know that it ain't all right. Oh, excuse me, my bad about that. I ain't mean to put God and a curse word in the same sentence. That's wrong. Let people know it's wrong, because it is. You understand me? But y'all don't. Let y'all tell it. You can curse, hang out, smoke, and chill, and vibe with God. When the scripture clearly states that if you claim that you with the Lord and if you in darkness and claim that you fellowship with the Lord, you don't tell it. You lie. You know. I'm trying to get that verbatim. I tried to get that quote verbatim, but right now it's slipping my mind. But it goes along the lines of that though. Like if you trying to say, well, you in the Christ and you with the Lord, but yet you in the world too, you a liar. It's in there. I just couldn't get it verbatim. I tried though, but it slipped me. But it's in there. You know, so if you doing all these things and talking like that, and then just try to keep God out of it, cause you sound stupid. You know, you're talking God, this and God. The two don't go together. I'm pretty sure if you don't feel a cringe when you do that, something's wrong. You know what I mean? If you think that's cool and you don't feel that, that wasn't right. They didn't go together. If you don't feel that, you was raised by a fool and something wrong with you. Cause the two don't go together. Light has no fellowship with darkness, you moron. I'm just saying. So at least let somebody know that wasn't right that you just put that in the same sentence. But anyway, you guys got it. I just wanted to bring this to the forefront, man. It's not surprising to me. I'm never surprised at these people. They just don't surprise me anymore. You know what I mean? When they do things. But I just wanted to point it out. Kids can be ungrateful, but I noticed that you guys, when it comes to the women, like the brick lady, all somebody got to do is throw an accusation at a black man, and there it is. You guys support y'all. How are y'all the most loyal? Like y'all are crazy. And ain't no black man vouching for that garbage, and y'all don't care. Y'all just still say it. Y'all don't give a damn. Oh well, we still gonna be that and is. Like we like where and when? She like, she don't care. Shut up. Stop talking. What the real men at? They didn't say nothing, right? So you could just continue to tell your lies on daytime TV and now the internet. Nah, we talking now, baby. But it's crazy though. It is insane. It really is. But with friends like this, who needs enemies? Like, you know, homegirl was saying. It's true. Who needs enemies, man? Stop with the garbage about the Lord. That junk is a lie. I don't know why you keep, but you can't tell her nothing. She gonna do, you know, she said what she said, and that's the end of that. But again, bro, hold your head up. I don't know the whole story. I'm not jumping to his side. I'm just pointing out the fact that this is what women do. You see what I'm saying? This is what women do. When he said that, I knew that they weren't gonna be happy about it. You know, but again, I don't know the whole story, but I am listening to both sides. I am listening to his side. I'm not going to throw him under the bus because he trying to take a black woman down or some foolishness like that. I don't listen to it because I know how these women do. You guys know, how many of y'all women got along with y'all mama? How many of y'all women got along with y'all mother? How many of y'all women had a excellent relationship with y'all mama? Half of y'all, when you get grown and old, I finally got the relationship that I always wanted with their mama. And this damn thing could be like 30 or 40 something. You be like, what? I've been over that. You know, if I couldn't get it when I wanted it at the time when I was a kid, so be it. And that's with my father or mother. But I'm still going to honor and respect them because that's the law. But yeah, so, you know, but like I said, all these women seem to care about us themselves from what I'm seeing, you know. And from what we can experience, we can post it every day. People kill their kids every day. The women make an excuse for them. Those women didn't have to kill their kids, man. I don't care what you say. She didn't have to do it. But let them tell it. It'd be a struggle. It was hard. Sometimes people just need extra help. You know one thing? The Bible is true, man. And one thing it says, hell and destruction never filled. The eyes of a man and woman never satisfied. Never. If you give people more stuff, you know that they'll just want more. That goes for me and everybody else. That's what I noticed. They'll just want more. But, yep, they will. But that's my take on it, man. I mean, what else can be said about it? I see why there's a whole movement, SYSBM. To those that know what that means, no, you know. But it ain't no love out here, man. It really isn't. Like I said, I feel like a black man is a man without a flag, bro. I really do. And the accountability that the man talk about. How many of you women understand that? Because, like I said again, when you try to talk to your mother about the past or what happened and what tore you apart as a kid growing up, how often do she listen without y'all getting into an argument? Even with the Shaq situation, when she came down on Shaq talking about how you gonna listen to a man that don't have a woman? Y'all listen to Priscilla. I don't know if she got a woman, but she She damn sure ain't got a man. She seemed to be against that. So how you gonna listen to her talk about men and situations with men? I believe she is into women, the way I hear her talk, but she ain't got a man, obviously. The way she talk about them, but y'all listen to that. Y'all support her. Oh, yes, Queen, you is so bright. You is amazing. She is the second coming of Christ. Call her the third Adam. You know what I mean? I ain't seen a post like that yet, but it's been close to it, though. I ain't lying. They be like, ooh, these people are just morons. And this lady done been taken apart into the cleaners by Fresh and Fit when she was on there, and the Saint and the Sinner. Saint and Sinner really gave it to her. I mean, he just stripped her. And she couldn't take it. What are we doing, Saint? She had to get out of there. But, you know, they couldn't look at that and develop any common sense about it. They still believe in it. But these people listen to anybody. Sprinkle lady. I mean, anybody that's willing to send them to hell, they just marching in there, you know. Wide as the gate. You know, and they just, and many go in there and they going. God knows. But I've said enough, man. I believe it at that. I wonder what you guys think about it. I don't know, fellas. Comment, subscribe, hit the like. Hopefully, ladies, the real ladies. I don't know, man. Whoever, you know, however you feel, you know, just be nice about it and don't come any kind of way. Come correct. But this has been another undivested version and the anti-swirler's tale breaking. Y'all take it easy, man. I'm tired.
But if I had to guess, though, her interest in being a mother probably started around the time that she married her daddy and had his children. But that interest, you know, obviously seemed one-sided, and as it should have been. By that time, I'm in my late teens, so to some degree, the the neglect becomes easier to hide or validate, I guess you could say. There are now